At the funeral of 22-year-old Mahsa Amini, who died after being detained by Iran's morality police, women took off their headscarves in protest against Iran's forced hijab law. This was just the beginning of unprecedented protests that the country was set to witness in the next 3 weeks. And now, in a show of defiance, young schoolgirls have taken up the battle amid a crackdown by security forces. As the protest entered its 4th week, Iran has tightened its crackdown, rounding up protesters and supporters. But this has done nothing to curb the growing dissatisfaction among women. The fight on the streets has now gone beyond the death of a 22-year-old girl. The fight is now for freedom, the fight is now for choice. And schoolgirls in Iran are not far behind in adding their voices to the growing demand for freedom. A video from a school in Karaja, west of Tehran, showed a group of bare-headed girls chanting, "Death to the dictator," in reference to Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. The girls are seen chasing a man, reportedly the principal, out of a school. Another video shows a group of girls singing "Woman, Life, Freedom" as they march down a street of the Karaj neighborhood of Gohardisht. To avoid detection, the schoolgirls are seen appearing at flash mob protests. Videos also show young girls removing the mandatory hijab. The demonstrations, largely led by women, represent the most serious popular challenge to Iran's government. Iranian women continue their stir amid heavy crackdown. At least 92 protesters have been killed during the protest, according to Oslo-based group Iran Human Rights (IHR). The government has tried to choke off the protest, but with little success so far. Nikah Shakarami, 17, was among the thousands who took to streets protesting against the death of Mahsa Amini. She was missing for 10 days before her body was handed over to her family. Nikah Shakarami's nose was smashed, her skull pounded. The 17-year-old is among the many who have been killed in a police crackdown on women-led protests across the Islamic Republic. Rather than act as a warning to the agitators, the death of the 17-year-old girl has added a spark to the protest. The protests have expanded into a call for broader changes, with the morality police being just the tip of the iceberg. Women burning their headscarves, cutting their hair, or making a flag out of hair, these are just some of the defining images that have come out of the ongoing demonstrations in Iran. However, the implication of burning headscarf goes beyond just the rigid dress code.